Today, I'll be walking you through the process of crocheting a pair of cozy and comfortable shoes with a step-by-step tutorial. Firstly, remove the insole. Find a marked line on the right side. Locate the marked line in this area and insert the hook into the adjacent hole. Get yarn ready, leaving a yarn tail about 5 centimeters. Position the yarn. Grab the yarn with the hook and draw out a loop. Insert hook into the loop. Pull the yarn end to reduce the loop. Yarn over and hook out a loop to finish a chain stitch. Then pull over the loop and insert hook into next hole. Grab the yarn to draw out a loop. Pull the loop up. Yarn over and hook out to complete a single crochet. Then continue the process into every hole. To neatly conceal the yarn tail within the stitches, make sure to position the yarn tail on the hook before executing each single crochet. It is easy, just notice that one. Maintain a gentle tension on the yarn to preserve the sole's shape. 2. If the sole loses its shape, simply flip it over and gently bend it to restore its original form. These notes will help ensure that your slipper maintains its intended shape and form throughout the crocheting process. Here we go back to the first hole, where we begin with to finish the last single crochet to connect the base. Then insert hook into the first chain stitch to work a slip stitch to finish the base and turn to crochet the vamp part. Draw out a loop, keeping 2 loops on hook, and pull the first loop through the second to complete the slip stitch. Extend the loop and thread the sole through it. Pull the yarn to make it a knot. Flip it over and gently bend the sole to restore its shape. Insert the insole. With the base now finished, let's transition to crafting the vamp section. To begin with the first row, we need to find the chain stitches firstly. Now we need to mark 7 stitches to crochet for our first row based on the size. Find the central stitches on the toe referred to the mark line. Count 3 stitches to the right and 3 stitches to the left. From the central stitch, mark the stitches with stitch marker. You can count it for double checking. Ensure we've located 7 stitches for the first row. The number of stitches for the first row may vary based on different sizes. For a detailed visual reference, please check my previous videos. Pull over the yarn and remove the marker. Insert hook into the first chain stitch on the right. To make a chain 1, place the yarn in front of the hook and insert hook into next chain stitch. Grab the yarn and draw out a loop. Pull the loop up, keeping 3 loops on hook at the same level. Yarn over and hook out all 3 loops to complete a half double crochet. Repeat the process into the same stitch to finish an increase. Completing a half double crochet increase in a single stitch results in a diamond pattern like this. Proceed by working to half double crochets into every stitch, continuing this pattern until you reach the last chain stitch. Here we've created 5 diamond patterns, as we located 7 stitches for this row. Then work a slip stitch into last chain stitch to end the row. Pull the loop to secure it. Place a marker into the loop, preventing it from unraveling. Pull the yarn to reduce the loop. Gently draw the yarn over and position it on the first row. ensuring an appropriate length neither too loose nor too tight. This serves as the control yarn, determining the height of the vamp as you position it over the previous row. Secure the yarn and project by holding them with your left hand. Insert hook into next chain stitch from the first row. To work a chain 1. Consistency is key. Begin each row with a chain 1, followed by a half double crochet increase into every stitch. Finish the row with a slip stitch and turn to the next. Keep up the pattern for a uniform result. The process of crocheting each row is almost the same. The only variation lies in occasionally skipping a chain stitch to create a chain 1 in specific rows. I will demonstrate you in my next video. Continue the half double crochet increase process until you reach the last stitch, maintaining the consistent pattern. There's no need for complex crocheting skills. To finish the vamp part, all you need are the basic stitches: single crochet, half double crochet, and slip stitch. With practice, you'll find it quite easy, and your skills will naturally improve over time. When completing the last stitch, pay attention to the insertion point for the hook. Insert the hook next to the last pattern of the previous row to ensure the correct positioning. Ensure to join the remaining loop from the previous row into the last half double crochet stitch. Join the loop on the last and finish double crochet stitch. With for loops on hook, yarn over and hook out to complete the last pattern of this row. Then work a slip stitch into next chain stitch and turn to next row. After completing each row, remember to use your hand to adjust the row, ensuring it maintains a good shape as desired. This step contributes to the overall appearance of your project. Then, repeat the process to complete next rows. Initiate each row with a chain 1, followed by a half double crochet increase into every single stitch, and conclude with a slip stitch to complete the row. Keep this sequence for a uniform pattern. Repeat these steps consistently until you've completed 4 rows. For a visually appealing vamp, strive for uniformity in stitch size. Should you notice any stitches appearing twisted or less than ideal, don't hesitate to unravel and rework them to achieve the desired clarity and beauty. Keep working until you finish the 4th row. And in the next video, I'll demonstrate how to skip a stitch starting from the 5th row. Stay tuned for the tutorial. If you need rubber soles, you can find them on my page. Feel free to check for the required materials.